Welcome, folks, to Cyclopean, the Great Abyss demo. I hope everyone's doing well. I know I am. Let's see. Currently, yep, there have been updates recently. Ooh, wow. That's a price. Hope everyone's doing well. I myself am not in the greatest of moods, and yes, if you're hearing the audio mostly out of the left channel, don't worry. It's doing that for me too. No, I do not know why, but it is. It is just how the game is programmed. I don't get it either. Wow, these devs have made several games. I'll have to look at the rest of those. But Cyclopean. It is oddly enough a Lovecraftian dungeon crawler. There are 2 more Fridays left. There's 2 more Fridays. 2 more Fridays left. 2 more Fridays left in the month? I gotta be very picky. Yeah, we got 2 more Fridays. So I gotta be very picky about what the next 2 games are, because otherwise I might just have to start playing some spooky games throughout the year, because there's a backlog of demos. Anyway, let us begin. Let's begin with this character. 73 life, level 1, 5, 3, 4, 2 protection, 2 sneak. I don't know what any of this means, but it's a very simple character. He seems acceptable. Okay, here we are. Morgan. We have a cudgel. Gain consciousness in the darkness of the underworld amidst an eldritch forest of phosphorescent fungi. Strange sounds emerge from the nearby creatures, whose shadows you see flitting amongst the stems of glowing mushrooms. A mysterious robed entity stands nearby. Allies, interesting. Must select a slave safe slot. There we go. We have no keys. Okay. The Eldar, the Zug Eldar. Let us inquire, what are the Zugs? They are a secretive and elusive folk. We could trade with him. And we do have some money. I have a feeling some torches would not be amiss. Neither would some bandages. Possibly some food. Might as well grab a silver key. don't know about the bone. That seems exceedingly unusual. He refuses to speak about the cream. He does not permit us to go that direction. That is a shame. Bandages on 2. And cream on 3, I think. I see the bat up there. We've engaged a bat. We have murdered a bat. The bat did lose gold, we hit him so hard. Ooh, a level 2 Zoog. Ah, we can talk about him. Bats can be vicious. Will you tell me about the cream? Your enemies drink the stuff. Ah, broken key. Will you... Okay, he will not let us... Well, oh, lets us pass. Good. Good, Zoog. Another friendly Zoog. Now they just refuse to speak. Oh, useless Zoog. I know at some point this transitions into more traditional first-person dungeon crawling. There was something there. A ghast. Ooh. We missed. We missed again. Ow. Can we roll better, please? Well, that was unfortunate. That ghast. Ghasts appear to be pretty far beyond our capabilities, to be honest. An Urhog. Now, what can you tell me about the Urhogs? Common creatures. Okay. Okay, my good Zoog. It appears we're not the only being who wanders and kills things. These Zoogs appear to do the same. Which makes sense. I believe they seem to be denizens. There's a lot of Zoog up here. Oh, level 2. Anyone want to assist me? A Zoog, please? The son of a gun knows where I am. And the Zoog does not wish to assist. Bloody Zoogs. We saw what the level 1 ghoul was able to do to us. What's this level 2 going to be able to do to us? This is going to hurt. No matter how I go about this, I think... we keep critically failing. There's an Urhog we did not know was there until he showed up. Those level 2 ghouls are a bit beyond our ken and capability, I think. At least for the moment. Ah, there's a bat. We might be able to get a level off of bat. There we go. Points to distribute. There we go. We've now reached level 2. Man of Leng. Oh, this is Leng. This is the land of dreams. This is the land of dreams. Of course this would be the land of dreams. Oh, the great abyss. Of course. That great abyss. Ah, how could I forget? Yep, the underworld of the Dreamlands, as described by Lovecraft. Yep. Yep, the quest for unknown Kadath. It was originally made in 3 days as a game jam entry. Well, that makes sense. Ah, yes, the cats and the ghouls and the men of Ling. Just like in the story. Oh, make sure to search your enemy's remains. There we go. Something has attacked our wits. Might have been one of the level 2 ghouls. Of course, ghouls themselves are not evil in the quest of the for unknown Kadath. They are, in fact, actually an ally, much like the cats. There's the Urhog corpse. Some additional monies, never goes amiss. Okay, Zoogelder. Mayhaps you wish to... Okay, you refuse to speak on some of these things. As above, so below. No alliance is possible with the Elder. I wonder where some of these Zoogs have gone. Oh, a cup of tea. No, I found something unspeakable in the... Oh, a bone. Oh, a trader. Someone who specifically has things to trade. Lockpicks. Ooh, cup of tea. Moon wine. Might be able to get an ally out of that. Dubious liquid. Very true. You refuse to speak on these things, as you should. I bought that for 31, and I can sell that for 37. Oh, he does not have enough gold. Such a shame. Ah, level 1 ghoul. Ah, you refuse to converse with us. That is a shame. Ah, they've become demotivated. Ah, now you wish to speak with us. You refuse to speak of yourself. Do not bother the bats. Oh, it contains bandages. Good for you, my good sir. Mayhaps you would like some bone? Excellent. I mean, I got 1 gold off of it, so it's not like that much. I have no alliance with this ghoul. That ghoul is no longer a problem. But we don't get any experience, do we? No. No, he does not. Ah, this was not friendly ghoul. This was other ghoul. I did kind of regret having to kill him. They are kind of useful ghouls. Even if just seeing them causes us to freak out. This kind of sounds like bones. It's not a cobble sound at all. A dole? I don't even know what you are. You are very strong. Oh. That was a frightening thing. Potentially. It is very green. It is very green. I was trying to get to a dungeon. I appeared to not... Oh, aghast. This is a decently strong enemy for level 2. We might be able to murder it this time. Or it might murder us. Ah. We can successfully talk with the ghast now. What will it tell us about the Zoogs? Oh. It tells us nothing. It seems unexcited about a great many things. Okay. Re-engaging it was a problem. Now we have, like, no wits to speak of. But that's to be expected. The cup of tea supposedly restores some of our... It didn't restore a lot of our wits, I can tell you that. What happened to my bandages? I had a bunch of bandages. Oh, they are gone now. That is disappointing. Let us see if the gas has anything. It does have a bandage. But I don't have enough gold to do anything with it. Ooh, 61 coins. That was a very rich ghoul. Or ghast. That's true. prank videos are really only good if both parties are consenting to it. And that is not always the case, especially in a lot of prank videos. And we've reached the dungeon crawler aspect, the Ghoul's Crag. Aha! I figured there'd be a door. Oh god, it is dark. Yeah, both of those are not... Yeah, I should have looked. Yeah, most pranks... Most prank channels, unless they're full of consent, it's not worth... Nothing I would engage with or in. I keep finding something unspeakable. Oh god! This is a problem. Okay, that was a ghoul. That was a level 4 ghoul. That was going to get us absolutely murdered. I reset the trap. Yeah. That could actually be useful, resetting the trap. We are almost out of wits. That... I should... One of these days I will learn to search. Hello. We've woken up in darkness. We lost all our torches, our weapons. We are lost. It has the cacodemon. It has a great many things. I need to find a way to level up. That way we get some wits back. If I can kill this ghoul, this should bring us a level. If the ghoul doesn't kill us first. Ah, but you did. Maybe time to start with a new character. Someone with a bit more useful stats. Here we go. Someone who actually has an ally. Professor Simon Upton Warrington. God, that's a British name. This game came out fairly recently. I just switched, Let me look. July. Yeah, it just came out in July. Yeah, it just came out the 17th of July. Okay, different character. Ooh, a treasure map. Ah, something that kills venomous wounds. Robert Edwin House. Yeah, that's a house reference. Yeah. Let's buy some javelins. Huh, I cannot stack the, things cannot be certainly stacked. That's unfortunate. They're from the Enchanted Wood. The Dreamlands. Especially dangerous. Let us murder a bat. Get some levels. Assuming the bat does not actually kill us. Ow. There we go. Free level. We need the health, but we also need the stats. Oh. It's a level 3 Zoog. He desires moon wine. Stuck in a web. So torches are useful outside of dungeons. That is good to know. And spiders just make a mess of things. Just in general, so it would seem. Ooh, a level 3. This is gonna cause a potential problem. Okay, we have successfully killed several enemies. Gotten us at least one more level. Generic bat. Would like another level. What do you have to say about ghasts? Yep, extremely toxic. We have experienced that. For we have been poisoned ourselves. That is a terrible thing to have happen. And we are down so much health. Oh, broken key. It's a shame that I don't think broken keys are useful. Ah, demotivated. We can talk now. Harmless creatures. Refuses to speak on ghouls. No, this is the aesthetic they have chosen, which granted it is very green, but they give you options to choose whatever colors you want. No, we actually have options for many a color. Green is just one of them. We could make it we could make it actually, Virtual Boy. Or we could go with a much more pleasing light blue. It's quite literally just an aesthetic of, you know, how they wanted the aesthetic to look, you know, late 90s, or early 90s, late 80s, that's what's the thing I was thinking of. Early 80s, mid 80s, that kind of thing, aesthetic, you know, Apple II era. He did have very red eyes. Buy a tent. Cave in the graveyard is known to hold treasures. That's assuming you even have. Do you have? Ah, he does have the Etherlo. Ah. Rumored to the intent would lie just above the Tower of Koth. Oh, that was another one of those Lovecraft stories. Not directly related to the Dreamland. He said he carried it, but he doesn't. That is. Those are not yeah. Neither of those are particularly relevant or common in most Lovecraft stories. Ah, free cup of tea. Oh, a better weapon. Yes. Although, oh no, we do have the skill necessary to use it. Excellent. Weapon. +7 damage, +2 to hit. Yes. It is better than our cudgel. It's better than our dagger, which... it's just always good to know. Though I would like that thing to heal the venom damage we've taken. Spider. It's just a big spider. Just a spider. Just like a... that's just a bat. It seems this poor guy's been stuck. I hate to use just another torch, but I may just... yeah, we will have to use this torch. Ah, the Man of Lang. You don't drink tea? Well, we know you don't drink tea. Large terrifying beasts, even their masters. Right, because the Men of Lang are servants to the frogs of the moon. I mean, normally, but these are spider webs that are fairly nasty. So these are big spiders. Yeah, and the men and the great spiders of Lang. So they're from Lang as well. Get rid of some of the spider web that is everywhere. Good lord. You're right. Daddy and Dandy Longlegs are, in fact, particularly useful spiders. Because they are. Ooh, free bone. What we seem to have found that was unspeakable in the darkness is unknown. I think that normally means there's an enemy nearby. That's what it seems to warn. When searching and our wits go haywire. Seems to be something. In the dark. But what is the question? Is that an enemy? I see you. A level 3 ghoul. Ow. Wow! That ghoul just crit us. We just got some bad rolls on that attack, that combat. What do you have to say about the Men of Lang? You do not like them. I did in fact make a profit. However, I will take those bones back. Oh, another ghoul. Now we're definitely gonna have to heal. They don't heal a ton. What are you? You are a cat. A level 4 cat. Cats in Lovecraft, in particular the Dream World book, are particularly interesting creatures. Yeah, cats are an unusual creature in the Lovecraft universe, since they traverse the dreamland, but they also are physical beings, and you do not harm a cat. There's an entire story. That is true. That it did not, in fact, it was not particularly well received because of that. I didn't mind it, but I never played it directly myself. Vaults of Zin. Cats are unusual creatures in Lovecraft. Like I said, you do not attack a cat. Oh. Hello? I mean, that's true. Oh! Whatever that was severe. I discover a monster. You could say that, yes. That was Richard Upton Pickman. Richard Pickman. Was that was our first character, wasn't it? I think that was our first character. He died horribly. Oh, creeping shadow. I don't know what you are. Ow. Ow. I can, in fact, hurt them. But they seem to hurt me. Okay, the shadow has decided some dialogue is necessary. Oh, things... The thing does not wish to speak. Wants to speak, but we cannot, in fact... We could do nothing else but attack it. And that is a shame. So I keep dumping points into life, but because we are still poisoned, we cannot do anything about it. Oh, our torches run out. That is a shame. And I don't have another torch. So we have to navigate our way out blindly. Well, not completely blindly. There we go. We've successfully navigated our way out, which is good. We need torches. Richard Pickman, I believe... I think that's the main character of the Dreamland. It's been a long time, but I think that's correct. I think I'm correct there. Look at that price on that tent. And he barely has any torches, too. Buy some boots, I guess. Might as well buy some lockpicks, I suppose. He does not contain the thing we need to, because curing the poison would be ideal. Ah, there. Oh, of course you have it. Oh, for so much money. Oh, for so much money. Oh, 187. Tis an absolute shame. Because we would have a decent chunk of health if we weren't poisoned. I think. Well, I suppose we should enter the Ghoul's dungeon once again now that we have torches. We are halfway to level 6. Utilize a torch to be able to see. That's a locked door. Yeah, Pickman was... Richard Pickman was the main protagonist of the story. But he also... No, he became a ghoul. That's what it was. That's what it was. He was a character in one of the stories. Where he might soon find ghouls eager to rescue their brethren. Perhaps to white out the moon beasts from the Black Galley. That may not sound like anything but nonsense. But if you've read the book, the Black Galley is... how the men of Leng get around and also enslave people for the moon frogs. Cat? Cat? I heard that cat meowing. Where did he come from? Where did he go? What has happened to that poor cat? Ghoul must have engaged the cat. I think a ghoul must have engaged the cat. I don't think the cat survived. Man, this new weapon has proven to be exceptionally good. Either that or we're just rolling really good now. That's possible. Ooh. That's true. There was always that cat. But then it's not that type of cat. It is an actual cat. Another ghoul. Ah, free key. We will take that. Any other bandages? I need to remember I have the javelin. I can always throw it at an enemy. I'm not entirely convinced about these caves. Ah, another harrowing words. Had actually made friends with the ghouls that had taught him how to understand the simpler part of their disgusting meeping and gibbering. Yes, that was Pikmin, who actually wasn't a ghoul himself when he descended into the abyss. Turn right. Oh, more gibbering and speaking of ghoul languages. You are weird. What are you? Oh, you're a friendly Zoog. What can you tell me about cats? Oh, Zoog are enemies of the cats. Ghouls are largely indifferent. Ah, here we go. The Men of Lang. Sacamond. Lower Sacamond is said the grand stairway that leads to the surface. To a surface city. A locked gate. Koth, near the great city of Gugs. The Great Tower. Gugs are cursed to dwell down here. Used to be masters of the enchanted wood. Oh, I think those are the giants, the very large people, the very giants. They're very large, very giant-y. A saucer of cream. Oh, right. The cat would love the saucer of cream. I would need moon wine to align myself with that Zoog. Ah, another Zoog. He contains nothing new, information-wise, and merely contains some lockpicks. So some allies, some allied Zoog. That is good to see. It is not just ghouls that inhabit these dungeons, it is potential allies. I mean, I suppose we could have guessed that with the cat, but something is very much nearby and is some consideration. I wonder if it's Richard Pickman. Free bone. Still something frightening. What we are seeing is unknown. Our mind must be playing tricks on us in the dark. Minds have been known to play tricks on people in the dark. That's a treasure chest. 6 damage, 1 to hit. We will take that. And let us look. Is that a better weapon? Technically no. But we have found treasure. And that is a silver key. Of how to get from Sarkomon to the peopled parts of Dreamland, he knew nothing at all, nor could he gain much by descending to the grottos of the ghouls, since he knew they were no better informed than he. After all, the goal of Dreamland was to find Kadath in the cold wastes, rumored to be beyond Lang itself. Of course, he had to find his way back to the surface once he got there, because that is a terrifying place that not even the gods would go, quite literally. Quite literally, the gods of Earth fled cold Kadath in the wastes. When the world was young. We have circled back and we've successfully reconnected that area. I don't know what we are doing in the the Dreamlands. Not doing well, surprisingly. Well, doing surprisingly well. Okay, we've been there. Our wits are about at an end. Oh, a chest full of all sorts of things. I should have looked. Instead, I just sidewayed into it. That is fine. Ah, another door. Another locked door. Another silver-keyed door. Where have we not gone? There's a couple of spots we haven't gone, but that's probably a dead end. That might not be a dead end, however. It is not, in fact, a dead end. It is where a ghoul exists. A very dead ghoul now exists. And yet... Oh, I forgot to equip my boots! How could I have forgotten to equip my boots? Well, that connected back up there. I think... God, we are far from the entrance, aren't we not? Just replaying the remake? Hoping for a 3 remake? Yeah, I'd hope for a 3 remake too. Yeah, I figured as much. That happens. Not everything can be full of the great and glorious wife. There are many ways that things can go. Not everything can contain a good waifu. This is true. I mean, very few villains of that era could hold a candle to the 7 heroes. Let us be honest. Very few villains of that era could. Maybe the Sinistrals of Lufia could. In my opinion. In my opinion, maybe the Sinistrals could of Lufia. But very few other evil beings can. I disagree, but a lot of that is based on... A lot of that is based on some of the later entries, I suppose. I died. Where did I save last? Way back bloody here. I'd say the Sinistrals definitely have more to them. And like I said, it could just be because the later entries, and specifically, is where a lot of the... Oh no, not all... Not necessarily. Because the first game actually had quite a bit of characterization for one of the Sinistrals. Although Lufia Returns probably is where most of that characterization really pops off. I think. Wow, we are just rolling terribly today. Like, we are rolling terribly today. Even as we exit the abyss, we are just rolling terribly. There we go. some experience in gold. Maybe now this trader will have... He does not! Why do you not have what I need, good sir? Good sir, good sir. He does have bandages, which we do need. Realistically, I need to find someone who's selling that stuff, the good stuff. Maybe you have the good stuff. You do not. A level 6 treasure map. I will just buy that. A level 5 treasure map. I'll also take that. Cups of tea are cheap. Maybe the Elder will have the anti-venom on him. Ah, there's the good stuff. I am just shy on gold. Well, we don't need cream. I do need the venomous wound healing, however. However, we'll take a bunch of copper keys. There we go. The good stuff. The Etaloth. There's our health. There's that 117 health I knew we had. Now we can successfully explore and murder more things. And not die immediately. Ah, some dialogue possibly with the ghouls are refusing to speak of certain things. Shovel or hook? That was not worth. Killing that particular ghoul was not worth, because we had, like, no health thanks to him. How long do we have on these torches? We have... I've got 3 bandages, some torches... This ghoul wishes to fight us. I can offload some of these bones on him. Make a little bit of money. And... buy the torch. And then murder you. And receive my bones back. Ha ha! Profit! It's not the ideal way to go about it, and ideally, you know, scummy. But they are ghouls. What are they going to do about it? Oh, there's a Zoog over here. Ah, contains bandages. Good sir. I will gladly take bandages. He does let me pass. The door is locked. Our first locked door. Followed by a cat. Cats sell tea. For very cheap. I should not have just walked into that. Oh, second cat. Oh, he sells cheap moon wine. Friendly cats have allowed us to pass. That is good. When at last he heard a monstrous rattling and clatter which reached far up in the air and became sure he had come nigh the crag of the ghouls. These are direct lines ripped from the book, by the way. It's like a lot of Lovecraft stuff, it is an interesting read. It's not to everyone's taste. This much is certain. And we can probably trade off our bones again. Trade off our bones and then just murder the Sons of Guns again. I do kind of feel bad about doing that. But also, they are ghouls. They were once human, but they've since abandoned everything that made them human. That is the Lovecraft lore, by the way. Ghouls were once human, but they've basically turned cannibal, and that has severely corrupted what they are. They are immortal. Don't get me wrong. Ghouls are completely immortal. They are, however, not human anymore. It's a very interesting take on a ghoul. Because a person can become a ghoul while still alive. As he gave a loud meep of urgent summons, a score of burrows emptied forth their leathery dog-like tenants. The night gaunts now flew low and set their passenger upon his feet. Yeah, night gaunts are another weird flying entity. They're like the traditional depiction of gargoyles. Kind of. They are also not extremely intelligent, unlike gargoyles in their typical depiction. A dead end. And our one torch ran out, so let's just go with another. And it's 1,000 spaces of movement, too. That's actually pretty good for a torch. Ah, another cudgel. And we have obtained some monies. Haha. Spring a trap. You get experience. This is a randomly generated dungeon per character. Ah. I know not what you are. But whatever thou art. An eldritch abomination. I would say as such. I would say that's actually rather difficult to describe what it is. It's like a spider but has a mouth with teeth. It's a very unusual beast. Whatever it was. Cat. This cat has a lockpick, a treasure map for a much higher level. Cat refuses to speak on a great many things. By the winged lions of Sarkomond. Oh, is that where the cats are from? Is that where the is that the location of where the cat story took place in? I think. Oh, there's an Urhog there that the cats must have murdered. So many cats. Another level 5 treasure map. Please let me pass, cats. That is the cat room. It is full of cats. Was guarded by an eldritch abomination of unspeakable makeup. Okay, and this is just a connecting door between these two halves of the map. That makes sense. I should have checked before I did that. Is that this half of the map explored? Except for the silver door up there. Yeah, except for the silver door up there. South is the region we should go. Through this door, because we had not fully explored over here at all. We actually have a good amount of wits on us. What is you? Alcoves in the deep. A ghoul. We shall, of course, sell our bones. And then take our bones. It is not the nicest way to handle ghouls, but, they are not necessarily the most forthcoming with informations. Plus, they are no longer human. And have not been for some unknown lengths of time. Just a dead end. Just a dead end. Said all that was down here was just a dead end. Just a dead end. That's a ghoul's corpse. Oh, this was Pikmin. I do not wish to engage with Pikmin. If at all possible. Maybe I can engage with him. We can, in fact, not engage with Pikmin. Another silver key door. Really? It was a silver key door. Of course it would have had to have been. Not sure why Pikmin... Not sure why Pikmin is so... opposed to us. Well, his mere existence is frightening. I could try bashing it in. Strength of 27. So silver doors are decently strong doors. So we have nearly fully explored this area outside of Silver Keys. Except for over here. Spike trap. I kind of suspected as much. More bones. Lots of bones. Maybe I can sell these bones to this particular... Ooh, he's got a silver key on him. I could use that. Oh. He lost the key. Some items were broken. Oh. That is disappointing. torch. Where he might soon find the ghouls eager to rescue their brethren. Okay. That's another one of those moon beasts. The Black Galley. I gotta be out of silver of keys, and I in fact am. Okay, that's a friendly Zoog. Might you have... He does. Some bones. I do need a bandage and a torch. I'm never gonna make it out of here with enough money to buy a tent, am I? Like... Never gonna make it out. With the near 500 gold we need for a tent. Broken key. Well, it did come with money. So that is handy to have. More bones continue to be found. Another ghoul. Oh no. He does contain that. And I have a great many bones to sell him. It's not quite enough to just buy it. But I do have some torches. Oh, he had more than one. Well, everything that wasn't bones got broken. But we did get a level out of that. Levels above 5 are not available in the demo. I suppose that's one way to make sure your demo maintains some degree of competency, of challenge. I knew you were going to be... We are just going to leave. And he does not, in fact, carry anything useful. Oh, there's the tent. 400. I just... All sorts of broken keys. Useless junk that takes up inventory. Does not have enough gold. Huh. What does the Elder have? So anything above level 5 is not accessible. That's understandable. He does contain enough gold. Problem is I need all these bandages. Because our wits are full, but our life is not. And since we cannot level up anymore, there goes the free life restoration that used to go with things. Now, Pikmins are also one of the recurring families in Lovecraft stories. Like, they are a continual the best example I have for that is the thing on the doorstep. That's Edward Pickman Darby. So he's part of the Pickman clan. So the Pickmans are one of the recurring families that could be considered... Ow. I guess you could say protagonists? If there really is such a thing in a Lovecraft story. And there's another recurring name. It's the main character in the Dream World one. Like, he is common. Like, he has a well-known name that's fairly useful and common in Lovecraft. But I've already forgotten his name. Like, if anything, that character could be considered a protagonist, because he shows up in multiple stories. The one time I come possibly prepared for a tent, he has not. We will attempt a trader reset by doing something silly like entering a dungeon and then exiting. That may have reset him and his inventory. That did. Now the question is the tent a one-use item or not? I can sure hope not. I would be sad if it was. Okay, so you set up your tent. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay, where have we not explored? Beyond Silver Tents. Beyond Silver Keys. What was there to explore? Because we had this area. Several areas with keys. A lot of things were behind Pikmin, I thought. Pikmin and a couple of silver keys. Pikmin's down here. Yeah, Pikmin's down there. Right, and then south. Ah, another ghoul. Wow, we are rolling very badly. Wow, that ghoul murdered our health. Wonder how you get additional allies that are not like ghouls that you get from just rolling when creating a character. There's got to be a way to do that. I need silver keys. Does the trader friend have those? He's got a fair axe. That would be an upgrade. Not really. I wonder if Zoog allies might have keys. I mean, specifically the Elder. The Elder may have a key, because we need some silver keys in order to go anywhere. The Crag of the Ghouls of the Northwest. Nodens. He has a copper key, which I don't think we need. I might as well buy a copper key. It's not like I have any other keys to go with. Well, we don't have any silver keys, which means we kind of are stuck in our exploration there. Yeah, we're kind of stuck in our exploration of that dungeon. For we lack the keys with which to do anything. We should be able to fight this Dole, however. Doles contain bones. They do not want bones. We hath killed a dole. Not that that helps me in any way, shape, or form. There's the tower. Because there's multiple ways out of Dreamworld as explained in the book. There's the tower. There's the pile of bones. There's the Tower of Bones, where the ghouls are from. The city of Pnoth. It's not available in the demo. Well, that's to be expected. I would be surprised if it had been. Said to the northeast. Oh, a level 1 tentacle. That is a very strong tentacle. That is a very strong tentacle. I think we want to stay away from the shoreline if at all possible. Oh, cat. Cat does not contain anything of importance. I was hoping he may have contained key, but cat, in fact, night gaunt. So there was a night gaunt. Oh god. I don't want to know what the whirlpool is. Oh god, the whirlpool is very large and it is out in force. Oh, compass coordinates. I wonder, can I get engaged? Can I engage with the whirlpool? Let me engage with the whirlpool, please. Not the tentacle, I want the whirlpool. Oh, disappointing. I wonder if I can... I wonder if we can get to the tower and see what it contains. I'm curious what's in the tower now. I mean, clearly we can get to the tower, but... is it a good idea to get to the tower? Can I get to the tower? It appears to be guarded by spiders. And that's a gug. It's strong. But so am I. And they can talk. The compass getting lost. But what are cats? That's a dialogue there. Large ruby. I hath killed a gug. Man, that was a very proactive spider. That's a very, very proactive spider. I need silver keys in order to keep exploring in there. He never contains. Never, never contains. Oh, why would you contain what I'm looking for, my good sir? No one contains silver keys anymore. There were tons of them earlier. And now no one contains silver keys. No one contains keys. Oh, village elder. There we go. There's the silver key. And take my broken key off of me. I do not need it. Technically, we made money off of that. But we have a silver key now. I say we go look after Pikmin. Go after Pikmin and what he's guarding. Since we cannot clearly engage with Pikmin ourselves. Mr. Pikmin was down here. It does not appear enemies respawn. But Pikmin moves? I hear movement to the north. What are you? You are almost dead. You are dead, Dark Sentinel. A monster? I suppose that's one way to describe Pikmin. This was the ghoul's home, so there should be a pile of bones that leads to the surface, I believe. If the story is to be true. If I remember right, that's how he got back to the surface at one point. And then he came back down. Ah, there's an exit. Excellent. And we are now in a completely different location. Let me guess. Okay, yep, this is south of the Night Gaunt. This is the ghoul. The ghast, excuse me. Has nothing of importance. Except to drain our health, right, because they're ghasts. They're nasty creatures that poison us. We don't want to deal with them. I may have two Aetoloths, but I don't want to use them if I can help it. Is that all there is? No. Was that really just an entrance to Gug? Just an easy way to get to Gug? Without fighting anything? That could be. Seems a bit extraneous, but... that Urag nearly killed us. Yeah, this is the Great Towers. The Tower of Koth is also not available in the demo. Well, that is to be expected, I suppose. I do not like the fact that there's that many ghasts. So the Tower of Koth is also not available, which is also a good thing. Which means I need to find more silver keys in order to potentially find our way to the surface. You do not have the proper key, my good sir. This definitely has some interesting things going on. Well, with being in the dream world of Lovecraft and all. It's not particularly scary, nor would I honestly expect it to be, being what it is. But having said that, it definitely has some good things going for it, I think. It's definitely got some good things going for it. And for something that costs actually less than $8.50, I'm getting enough fun to be like, yeah, I'd say that's worth it. Prior. We just need a silver key in order to more fully explore the Crag of Ghouls. Because there was a lot more mentioned in Lovecraft's story itself than what is seen here. Like a lot more. there's the shovel. We don't need it, however. Like I said, there was Kadath of the Cold Wastes, which was kind of the entire thing the main character was looking for. Yeah, Kadath and the Cold Wastes beyond Leng, which no one knew where Leng was either. He ended up traveling on the Black Galley to the moon. Yes, to the actual moon, where the cats and the frogs fought. Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Ah, we have acquired a party member. We hath acquired an ally. A Zoog. A Zoog ally. He has, like, no health. I mean, 18 health is not a lot of health. Oh, I do remember something about the moon wine, however. The frogmen particularly enjoyed it. Were the frogmen the Zoog? No, that's not the way the frogs were described at all. No, they were described as large. Not like the Zoog are described. They're definitely not what they are. Until we get more... Until we find more silver keys, there's literally nothing we can do to continue on in exploring the crag, which is really disappointing. Take the torches. Kill a bat. Get some money from the bat. Ooh, a velvet cloak. That looks like that could be... Again, like a lot of protection things could be good. Can I wear all this equipment? I can. Men of Leng. The Men of Leng. They contain a silver key. Men of Leng, do you like anything I'm carrying? Like, take these lockpicks. They are useless to me. I will take your silver key. For now, we can explore even deeper into the crag. Maybe find a way out of here. Maybe find a way out of the underworld. Because the key... The door was all the way up here to the upper left. So we have to go left and then north. Left and then north. An eldritch abomination. An eldritch abomination existed here. So they do the eldritch abominations and such. Yo, I think Cat was murdered. That is a gnawing horror. Was Cat murdered? Level... Oh, Cat, you exist. I do not want to engage you in combat. Why? Oh, you were in... Monsters are around. Stealth? Cat! No! Thank you, Cat. Cats have suddenly gone very much angry at me. That was not my desired reaction for Cat. That was not good. Cats have suddenly gotten very angry at me. I do not know why. I did nothing to attack Cat. Not directly. Another silver keyed door. Cats no longer wish to... Oh, it's because I'm allied with the Zoog. I've gotten a Zoog ally on me. That explains. There are mini cats? I am sorry, Cat. I did not want to murder that cat. I really did not want to murder those cats. That is a very bad idea, too. Like in... Like in most Lovecraft, that is not a good... This just leads me back here, to the other location. That's just where the doles are, near base camp. Near my camp. My camp is right over here. I am basically dead at this point. I need more silver keys. Wait, I lost all my inventory, didn't I? This should let the cats not murder me? There we go. Cat will not murder me. The cat will not attempt a murder. So what we need is even more keys. I need even more keys. Men of Lang. Men of Lang, I believe you sell me the keys. If you had the key. Men of Lang. Other man of Lang. Broken key. You are useless, man of Lang. There must be. A fair cudgel. Nothing. You contain nothing, good sir. I guess all I can do is hope the elder contains a key. Otherwise we are... He does! Ha ha! We have access to another key. Which I believe there was at least one more door? I know there was a door over this direction over here. Okay, 2 doors. I don't know if they're silver or copper. But if we go north, then the first chance we get, we go this direction. Then we go to the next intersection. Mindless spawn. Don't know what that was, but it was slightly terrifying. That was a silver key door. I should have... cat scrolls. Ah, requires 15 mind. That's all that was back here? That appears to have been all that was back here. Of course, there had to be more ghouls. I had not successfully murdered all of them. I have many bones to sell you, good sir. Sadly, the moon wine did not, in fact, survive. Sadly, the moon wine had not survived. We are approaching the last remaining door. And it has to be a silver key door. Of course it does. Now we need to get out of here again. Our alignment with the Zoogs was a useful thing. Of course, Cat does not contain what he needs to contain. Cat does not wish to speak about his choice of keys. Men of Lang, men of Lang. I wish to trade. You do not contain what I need, men of Lang. Men of Lang does not contain what I need. Someone must contain a silver key upon themselves. No. No, you do not. Oh, there's a Gugs over there. I really do not want to engage the Gugs if I can help it. Oh, Elder of the Zoog. Thank you for your final patronage of a silver key. Oh, great Elder of the Zoog. Thou hast been a great ally of mine. Time and again. There was a reason I did not wish to engage that Zoog. That Goog. Or Gugs. I forget whatever it is. Alright, back we go! Retrace our steps as precisely as we can. Then we head south. Finally, the last door. It contains a new tile set. That was not what I wished to do. This is approaching the home of the ghouls, methinks. Like, the way up. The way out of the abyss. You merely contain a treasure map, my good Zoog. Is that? I think that might have been the way out. That looks like a way out. This looks like maybe the way out. Yes! Oh, seek the secret in the Panic text. I cannot leave, but we have found the exit. But we cannot exit. There's more to be found. Like the true way out. Is that all? I found the way out, but we cannot leave. I don't even know where you would find that text. For we've successfully searched the entire ghoul homeland here. Have we not? I think we have. At least everything that I can find. Outside of Mr. Pickman himself. Outside of Pickman himself, I do not. I do not know. Outside of Pickman himself. For we hath been everywhere else. Everywhere else has been thoroughly explored and tested. We cannot swim in the water. And all the rest is decorative neckwear and things of that nature. Mayhaps if we bring the cat scrolls to a cat. But where would we find such a cat? There's at least one or two cats floating around in the overworld. This much is certain. This much is all but certain. Men of Lang. You may happen to know about the no familiarity with the book. I wonder who could tell me about that then. About the mnemonic text. Not the men, that is certain. They want nothing to do with it. Maybe a ghoul would be able to tell me about that? Assuming I don't have to murder them all on accident. Maybe the Zug Elder can tell me. More cups of tea. God, this lower spot got spider infested really badly. Zug Elder, can you tell me? Known to have been brought from the waking world, that is less useful than you would imagine. Like, so much less useful. You think I could get over there, but clearly the answer is no. Trader, can you tell me anything about the text? Pay good money for that book. Apparently so would a lot of people. Can I find a cat? Cat might be able to tell me about the book. Oh, good lord, how many spiders did you guys let live over here? Oh, good lord. Good lord, they let spiders live. Yeah, there's the main tower that goes up forever. That'd be the other way out. I don't even know where you would find such a text. We've thoroughly explored the overworld. At least as far as I can tell. Like, there's no way to get to that. The moon beasts. That's the... Those are the frog entities. Okay, you gain alliances through books, so if we had the wit, we could actually just ally with cats. Yeah, if we had 15 mind, which we do not. Let's see, and with no knowledge of where to grab this from. Where is the closest cat? I believe he's off to... Might as well unlock that. I believe the closest cat is in here. Can you tell me about the text? If I could get to Nodens. It's basically saying I need to get to Nodens somehow. And I know where he is, too. That's the worst part. It's like Nodens is over this direction. But I do not see how to get to him in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so the rubies are basically the moon wine, but for the men of Lang. I think... There might be something down there. I might have missed an exit from here. I'm not sure. Stygian aberration. Cats. Ah, the nameless... A nameless lurker. Yes. There was a door. And I forgot a door. And it's a silver key door, too. A gold ring, but nothing else that's useful, my good sir. I will buy a ruby. If I can grab a man of Lang, I will. He also does not contain anything I need. So none of these men of Lang contained a silver key. I need another silver key. This is getting slightly repetitive with the amount of silver keys I need. There's moon wine. What do you mean no room? I've got room for plenty of allies, I thought. We need another silver key. No clue where I'm gonna find one. There's the compass I've been technically needing. An axe. Is that a better weapon than what I have? Technically, but it's not worth the huge amount of investment. Definitely not worth the investment it would take. There we go. Silver key. We might yet find our way out of the abyss. If we're lucky. I can buy that compass, finally, I think. Yeah, I can buy that compass. Now we could do that. Now we could do any of those treasure maps we had for a while. Actually pretty low on torches, oddly enough. Oh. Right. Cat is very angry. And cat replaces cat. Now, is our ally actually gaining any... He is, in fact, gaining experience. I should have known that there would have been more that I had not explored. There we are. I knew there was a way we could. Yeah, free torch. Free torch. Nodens, you must be up here. Oh. Man of Lang? There's a Man of Lang over here. Moreover, that looks like one of the black ships. A skill of 25 is needed. Is Nodens not here? All there is a ship we cannot use. Have I encountered yet another dead end? Nodens appears to not be... appears to not be up here. That is beyond... truly sad. And this place will always be guarded, it would seem. And another silver key door. And cat. I really did not want to fight cat. Ah, a Zug ally. He contains nothing of use. Okay, we have survived just barely. We should leave while we can. To our tent, where we will live. And I need yet another silver key. Can I not level up an ally? Because he should be able to be leveled up. Men of Lang, Men of Lang. Men of Lang, Men of Lang. I'd hoped you'd actually be useful. That's a Night Gaunt. That has to be one of the Night Gaunts. Night Gaunts do not, in fact, do or say anything. Gah! They fly away, and they broke an item. What did they break? They broke an unknown item. But apparently Night Gaunts are not to be trifled with. Well, the Elders are next best chance for another silver key. Of course you do not. Of course. Once more. In and out. Because we've not needed any onyx or gold keys. All we've needed is silver, which is the big one. Pardon. Pardon me. No one appears to contain silver keys. Maybe the Men of Lang will contain them. Although it seems that Men of Lang... died very quickly. Going after the tentacles. There you are. Who knows? Maybe Nodon's... Who knows? Maybe Nodon's... See, because we've got no way of engaging with Pikmin. Pikmin just makes us flee. It's no longer guarded. I swore I reset that. Aha! Another change. A gnarled book. Could this be? Oh. That's just ghoul. The ghoul scrawlings. That's it. That is the entire map. This much I'm certain of. Maybe there's something over there, but... Now there is another door. It's all the way up there. Of course there had to be another door. Every time I think I'm done, I keep finding another door I missed along the exploration route while we were exploring. This time I'm not even taking the chances. I'm finding another silver key. I'm finding myself another silver key before we even try that door. I just know it's going to be a silver key because every other one has been a silver key. You've got nothing useful on me, good sir, which means we gotta go elsewhere. Onyx ring, compass, I don't need any of that. Javelins, don't need any of those. Men of Ling. Men of Ling have nothing. Just another copper key. And a spider chasing us. rid of some of these spider webs. Apparently some of these torches last for half as long. Perhaps if they're ignited in the overworld. That's why they have less uses. Which doesn't make much sense at all, but... Of course, the Elder does not have a silver key on him. It's possible the Men of Lang do. Maybe one of the ghouls will drop a silver key. All I know is I'm getting a little tired of this dungeon crawling. Once again, no key. The randomness of these traders is a little tiresome. Of course, maybe if I'm aligned with the ghouls, Pikmin would not be quite so problematic. So it's possible if I'd come in here with allies of the ghouls, Pikmin wouldn't freak me out quite so badly. It is a possibility. And the ghouls definitely would not be problematic. Though the Zoogs appear to be... they don't seem to be problematic no matter which way you go about it. Like, they don't seem to be aggressive, unlike the ghouls. But the fact you need, like, a ton of mind in order to be able to read any of those scrolls, in order to ally with anyone other than, like, the Zoog by default, is annoying. You know what? I might as well buy a gold key. It's not like I've got money going anywhere else at the moment. Oh, still nothing I need. Okay, lack of silver key now is getting awfully annoying. Well, we now have the possibility of having another final door. Okay. That door, which has got to be the final door. It's got to be. Is found by going... You know... Cats are gonna be very upset at me for my ally. So... Go back to camp. I don't want you messing up potential cat. And cats are to the north. But I know Abomination is right here. God, that thing nearly killed me again. Thank you, cat, for bandages. Just so many cats. Okay, that has been thoroughly explored. And it is to the left. And pretty much straight north. Yep, that was a silver key door. I remember this one. Another ghoul. I just lost RNG to the ghoul. Just RNG'd that one. This was it. Just a useless appendage. I find that hard to believe. Find that no. Really, that's all there is? So we found a way out, but we don't know how to access it, and we cannot... we cannot go anywhere. I'll say this. I am intrigued where it goes. Because like I said, both the ghoul pit and the tower are ways to get up to the waking world. So there's definitely things going on here, and I'm liking the aesthetic. It is very accurate, I would say. Although, yeah, some of the stat requirements are, at least for the demo, a little ludicrous. For $9? Yeah, I'd say it's probably worth it if you're like a dungeon crawlers. And I do to some extent, but the RNG is not in my favor, and as we saw, that can be a little bit of a problem. Though I imagine it's been better balanced since then. So check it out on Steam. The Great Abyss Cyclopean, or Cyclopean, the Great Abyss. It's on sale for less than $10. You could do worse. You could do a lot worse. We'll see you next time.